You might think that mouthwash is keeping your mouth clean. I mean, it's literally in the name, mouthwash. But what if it's doing more harm than good? To be honest, some mouthwashes can be overkill, and they can actually kill some of the good bacteria that you actually need in your mouth. And some mouthwashes might even make your teeth weaker over time. So in this video, I'm gonna go over the 3 different types of mouthwash and when they're actually helping and when you should just completely avoid them. Now, there's 3 main types of mouthwash. So there's an alcohol-based mouthwash, there's fluoride mouthwashes, and then there's like natural mouthwashes, which we're gonna get into later. But essentially, the goal with most of these is to get rid of bad breath, to get rid of any germs in the mouth, and to clean the mouth. Now, the problem is a lot of people neglect other parts of their oral hygiene because they think that this will be sufficient. Like, a lot of people tell me like, oh, I don't really need to floss my teeth because I just use mouthwash. The thing is, none of these mouthwashes are gonna be as good as actually flossing your teeth. When you floss your teeth, you're basically taking this floss thread that is going in between your teeth, underneath your gums, and you're mechanically removing the plaque and the bacteria that's there. This mouthwash is not gonna get underneath your gums, it's not gonna get in between your teeth, and it's not gonna really remove that plaque. Yeah, it can kill bacteria, but if there's gunk on your teeth, it's not gonna get rid of it. So the first mouthwash is an alcohol-based mouthwash. Now, this is probably the most common type of mouthwash. There's like Listerine, there's Scope. There's a ton of different brands out there, and a lot of them incorporate alcohol in their mouthwash. Now, the benefit of alcohol is it can kill bacteria, but that's really the only benefit. And I would highly avoid using any type of alcohol mouthwash. So actually, I'm just gonna put a big X over this one because that's the one thing I don't want you to use after watching this video. Alcohol mouthwashes have a big problem. The problem with alcohol mouthwashes is, one, they can disrupt the oral microbiome, so they can kill basically all the good bacteria in your mouth, but also they can dry out your mouth. This is a big problem because your saliva is super important. I would rather have more saliva than use a mouthwash because your saliva is like a natural bodyguard for your teeth and your gums. It has a lot of antibacterial properties in it. It has a lot of minerals that it carries to our teeth and our gums. It can help wash away and clean our teeth and our gums. It helps make our breath smell better. So our saliva is super important. And our alcohol mouthwashes just dry that up. So definitely avoid anything that has alcohol in it because you don't need it. Now, the second type of mouthwash is a fluoride mouthwash. Now, really, it's a cavity prevention mouthwash is what I mean. So these are mouthwashes that don't really target the bacteria that cause gum disease. They just target remineralizing and strengthening your teeth. Now, these mouthwashes are really good for people that are prone to getting cavities. Like, let's say I get a ton of cavities, or I'm at risk for getting a ton of cavities. Then a mouthwash that has more fluoride in it is something I would just swish around for like a minute, spit it out, and this will help strengthen my teeth and prevent me from getting another cavity. This is also kind of going based on before, good for people that have a dry mouth. So a lot of people, as they get older, they start taking new medications. So when they take these medications, a common side effect is xerostomia, or a dry mouth. Now that they have less saliva, they can use this fluoride mouthwash to basically remineralize and strengthen their teeth, because there is a much higher risk now of getting cavities. Now, if you're not a fan of fluoride and don't want to use anything that has fluoride, that's okay because there's other remineralizing mouthwashes out there, like hydroxyapatite. I would look for one that has nanohydroxyapatite in it, and these mouthwashes will do the same thing. They'll still remineralize and strengthen our teeth. Your teeth just won't be as strong as if you use the fluoride mouthwash. Now, my personal favorite mouthwash in this category is something called Carie Free. Now, this mouthwash is cool because it also has xylitol in it. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener, but the cool thing about this is it actively prevents cavities as well. So xylitol is the only bacteria that actively fights the cavity-causing bacteria in your mouth. When these bacteria in your mouth that cause cavities, when they start to eat this xylitol, they actually die. So the xylitol is really cool. And the other benefit of it is its pH balancing. So the number one thing that damages our teeth is acid. If we have an acidic mouth, we're going to be much more prone to getting damaged teeth or cavities in our teeth. So this pH balancing will help dilute those acids and bring our pH in our mouth to a more normal level. Now, the third thing is natural mouthwashes. Now, there's a ton of different ones. There's things that have like essential oils. There's things that have xylitol, like we talked about before. Some of them will incorporate things like aloe or even salt water. The good thing about these is it's better for your overall tissues. It's not as damaging. It doesn't dry out your mouth as much, but there's so many different types of natural mouthwashes out there that some of them might not work as well. So From my experience, if you find something that has essential oils, that works really well for killing the bad bacteria in your mouth. So that's probably one that I would look for personally. But to be honest, my take on mouthwash is it's not something that you really need to do every day for the rest of your life. I think it's usually something that people should do for a short term. Like let's say, hey, I'm at risk for getting cavities, or hey, I need to control my gum disease. What's something that I can do? Then for that short term, then you can start adding mouthwash to your routine. But let's say that your mouth is totally fine. You have no issues. There's no need for you to add a mouthwash to it. Now that being said, if you regularly use mouthwash and you had no issues and you want to keep doing it, I don't think there's really a problem with it either, as long as it's not an alcohol mouthwash. But no matter what the case is, you gotta remember that it's just a tool. It's not like a fix for any solution. So you gotta make sure you're still brushing and flossing, because those are the two most important things. And also the timing of the mouthwash matters as well. Like if you use a mouthwash right after you brush your teeth, then you're gonna wash away all the benefits from that toothpaste. So you wanna time it where you're using this mouthwash at a separate time. So if you brush your teeth and then wait 30 minutes before you use a mouthwash, that'd be better. That being said, let me know in the comment section below what type of mouthwash you use and when you use it. As always, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked that video. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel below, and I will see you in the next video. You've probably heard that you have to get your wisdom teeth taken out. But what if I told you that might be completely unnecessary? I'll let you in on a little secret. I still have my wisdom teeth too. For a long time, we've been told that no matter what, you always need to get your wisdom teeth taken out. But now we're kind of in some gray area where a lot of dentists are actually coming out and saying we're over-prescribing extraction.